Radio Magica and UNPLI Veneto present Marietta's Recipe, a story about a cake dedicated to Saint Martin, read by Elizabeth Carlton.
One day, a young baker called Arturo went to Venice to buy some special flour, and there he met the beautiful Marietta, who was the daughter of a pastry chef. They fell in love with each other, soon got married, and went to live in a small town called Paese, near Treviso. The young couple lived above the bakery, where every morning Arturo made his delicious crusty bread. "You know, we could sell some cakes too," Marietta often hinted to her husband. Arturo's bread was really very good, but she had grown up around cakes and pastries and biscuits and rather missed them. But Arturo didn't know how to make cakes, and so he would never want to talk about it, and just answered with a gruff, "No. No one's ever asked for them. People only come here to buy my bread." One evening, Marietta, who was as stubborn as she was beautiful, plucked up the courage to reply, "Of course they only buy bread. It's the only thing you sell." Arturo, who was busy eating his potato soup, looked up, surprised. He had been running the bakery just as his father had taught him, and how he, in turn, had been taught by his grandfather, and things had always worked just fine. "But things could be even better," his young wife insisted. "I know a really easy recipe. It's for a cake that they make in Venice every year for the festival of Saint Martin. It's like short crust pastry, and it's cut into the shape of Saint Martin riding his horse. The festival is on the 11th of November, so not long to wait now, and we could make some and put them in the window. The local children would love them, and we'd soon sell them all." But Arturo once again refused to listen and went grumbling off to bed. A wife trying to teach her husband how to do his job? Unbelievable. And so Marietta, who, as well as being stubborn and beautiful, was also rather cunning, waited until the night before the festival. As soon as her husband had fallen asleep after a hard day at work, she pulled out the pastry cutters she had brought with her from Venice and got to work. She baked the most delicious pastry that Paese had ever tasted, following all the steps in the recipe as she had seen her father do many, many times. She covered her sweet short crust pastry in chocolate and decorated it with small colourful candies and a little bit of icing. When Arturo came downstairs the next morning, waiting for him on the table, he found a pastry in the shape of Saint Martin riding his horse and holding his sword. It looked like a work of art and was so beautiful that it seemed a shame to eat it, but he couldn't resist. It was absolutely delicious, and he had soon gobbled down 2 pieces, the sword and the horse's tail. Marietta was hidden away watching her husband. She smiled happily. She had a feeling that from now on, Arturo's bakery wouldn't sell just bread.